Here we are in Chapter 2 review exercises, numbers 20 through 27. Arrange each set of decimals from least to greatest. So we're going to start at the smallest one on this one. So with these, we can look at the first digit, 4, 4, 4, 4, 0, 4, and 0, 4, 4. Notice how these two right here are the smaller ones with a 0.0. So we have 0.04 and 0.044. So this one's slightly larger. So we'll start with that guy as being the smallest. And 0.044, you can see he's just slightly bigger. He's just 0.04 with another little bit on there. Now the rest of them all have 0.4s. So that guy, 0.4. Now the next one, this one has a 4 there, and that one has a 0. So we've got 0.404. You can see he's 0.4 with just a little bit more, and that's 0.44. Yeah, that guy's 0.40. That's 0.44, much bigger. Okay, good. Let's try the next one. Let me see, 1, 1, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. So this guy, there's a 0.1, and they're all 0.1. So looking at the second digit, there's a 1, and there's a 1. So you can see that we have a 0.11 and a 0.1111. It's this guy plus a little bit more on the end. Next, we've got a 0.12 and a 0.12. And this guy has nothing after it. So those are zeros, and that's a 3. So 0.12 and 0.123. And then, of course, the last one, 0.13. Good. Oh, the least to greatest. So that means with all these negatives, we've got to find the biggest one. So this, you see how they're all 0.6s. So this guy would actually be, it looks like the smallest, but he's negative. So that means he's closest to 0. That's a negative 0.6 would be right there. Yeah. All right. So let's look at this. 0.67, 0.60, 0.66, 0.667. These two we're going to have to look at a little bit closer, but notice that this is a 0.60 and that's a 0.67. Negative 0.67, that's as large in the negative direction as we can go. And then that one is negative 0.606, barely above a 0.600 in the negative direction, that's least. Okay, so these two, this one is a larger number in the negative direction, so negative 0.667, and then that guy is 0.66, which is 0.660, negative there. Good. All right, number 23, convert the following into decimals, which means we're going to need to use long division. So here we have 5 divided by 6. Let's get a couple of zeros out there until we see the pattern. 6 goes into 5. It does not. 6 goes into 50 8 times. 8 times 6 is 48. Subtract and we get 2. Drop down the 0. 6 goes into 20 3 times. 3 times 6 is 18. Subtract and we get a 20, and we are going to repeat. So this is going to equal 0.83, and that just the 3, not the 8, just the 3 will go 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3 on forever. Okay, next, number 24. 7, 11. So let's take 7, divide by 11. Put a couple of decimals out there until we see the pattern. 11 goes into 70. 6 times, which is 66. Subtract, and we get 4. Drop down the 0. Okay, it doesn't repeat right away. 11 goes into 40 3 times. 3 times 11 is 33. Subtract, and we get a 7. Drop down the 0, and 70. 11 goes into that. 6. Oh, we're repeating right here. So it's going to be 0.636363. So we put the bar over both of them. Good. Number 25. 4/9. So it's going to be 4 divided by 9. Put a couple of decimals in there. 9 goes into 4. It doesn't. 9 goes into 40. 4 times 9 is 36. Subtract, and we get a 4. 0. Oh, look, we're repeating already. That's a nice one. 0.4 repeats forever. And number 26. We've got, let me see, negative 1 and 2/5. So it's going to be negative 1 point and then 2/5. So if we have, let's change colors. Let's not have the same one that we had there. There we go. It's going to equal -1 and 2/5. So 2/5. 5 goes into 2. Nope. 5 goes into 20 4 times. Oh, smack dab. Woo. So that is -1.4. All right. And number 28. Number 27. 3 and 5/8. So it's going to equal 3 and, so let's do it, 5/8. 8 goes into 5. It doesn't. 8 goes into 56 times. That's 48. Subtract that, we get a 2. Drop down the 0. 8 goes into 20 twice. That's 16. Subtract, and we get a 40. 4, drop down the 0. That's 40. 8 goes into 40 5 times. Gives us 40. It stopped. It didn't repeat a pattern. 6, 2, 5. So 5/8 is that. So that's 3 and 5/8. Excellent.